What level are you looking for?
Well, I can get levels 1, 2, or 3 spells, so I assume that either a 2 or a 3 would be handy. Um, but I don't really see anything that's jumping out as need to have. I took Major Illusion as one of my, or Major Image or whatever is one of mine, but I don't know what I want the second one to be.
Mister, you're going for more of a illusionist school, right?
Well, on the Illusion uh, Savant thing, uh, mostly focusing on battlefield control, so I was looking at Flaming Sphere, but I'm not sure on that.
Flame Sphere could be good. Slow.
Hey guys.
Good morning. Slow haste is really powerful. You put haste on Gothic, he'll start wrecking shit. Much less than Yeldar if you ever on Stone Yeldar. Um, Fear is a good area control spell.
Yeah, if I had the option to take haste, I'd have taken it. You're just not getting third level spells, right?
I've had him for a level or two.
Oh, right. Oh, you're only one level behind. Okay.
Yeah, he did one level cleric.
Okay.
For which we're all thankful.
Very much so.
I'm not. Um, Shatters
Let's
quite
see,
cool.
haste is a third level spell.
Yep. Shatter's not so much a area control spell, but it does a good area effect damage at second
All right.
level.
Sorry about being late. I figured everybody else is going to be late. I was going to run down to the gas station, get me a coat, get rid of this headache.
No worries. As I explained to Hunter, between my hoarse voice and the fact I broke my computer headphones and I'm using my cell phone headphones, I might be a little hard to hear, so I apologize. Just ask me to repeat something if you need me to.
It's cool.
I am going to take haste.
I've gotten slightly more annoying.
Oh, more save or suck spells?
No. I have greater invisibility now.
Goody.
And I have one use polymorph. And I don't know how we're going to deal with um, what I can change people into. I can't change people into T-Rexes yet, so I mean, I don't know how you want to handle it.
You can't change people into what?
I'm level 7, so that means I can change people into up to CR7, I think. But I don't know how you want to do that.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to change them into. You can change them into whatever you want, as long as it's a beast.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what the spell restricts you to, is beasts.
You're right. I mean, I know that dinosaurs are kind of outlandish.
I was gonna make a wild joke there.
I mean,
But
if you got it, you can. If you can convince me that Varys knows what a dinosaur is, you are welcome to change him into a dinosaur. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. You don't even need to know that. It's not. It's not a. This is a magic spell. You're imagining a giant fucking lizard and turning into it. That's fine.
I had myself muted. Varys family prints books. I'm sure that he's seen mention of something like that, even if it was just a fiction book.
Okay, that works. Now remember though, when you change, like if you changed someone into a Tyrannosaurus, they would then be a Tyrannosaurus. They can't uh, be they keep, you wouldn't be able to turn a monk into a Tyrannosaurus and have flurry of blows and shit.
I wanted him to attack people with little tiny T-Rex arms with flurry of blows. Who left?
Yeldar is having issues. He said he's going to restart real quick because he's been trying to talk, but we can't hear him.
Okay.
Nothing lost.
Now, what will be really interesting is what would happen if I turned Archimedes into something.
I did some research online. It's not technically something you're supposed to do because it would still be a familiar. What I think I'm going to do is make it so that if you want to do that, you can, but you're going to make a pretty good whiz save, or either wizard. I'll have to decide wizard charisma, and if you fail it, he will then become just a random creature of that sort who will act as though he is one of those creatures.
As in, he's not your friend no more?
Right. It had to be a high save because he's also a cat, which means he doesn't like you much anyways to begin with.
Well, that and we've kind of killed him 12 times, I think.
That too.
So we made it back to Red Larch, correct?
You did, in fact, make it back to Red Larch.
While we're waiting on folks, is there any idea what you would like to do, Mr. Varys?
First off, we're probably going to have to inform Gothic that he just got him a really nice weapon. But after that,
well, last week we had found out about the floods.
Test. 1, 2, test.
You are loud
Welcome back,
and clear,
Gina.
sir.
Awesome. So, whew.
While we were waiting on Gothic, we were trying to figure out whether we were going to head to Wamford, which we heard had Pandora's box opened in the center of town and flooded it, or whether we were thinking more along the lines of Summit Hall type stuff.
well, I think
I feel like I have no input in what the group does because I'm frozen.
I was
Still-
going to say the biggest thing.
Former Yeldar, are you doing a multi-class on that new character you built?
Yeah. 5 rogue, 1 fighter.
Okay, because aren't you guys at 7 now?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be 6 rogue, 1 fighter.
Okay. So you can do a multi-class on the sheet. You have a little gear and do it. I'll set it up for you right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Thanks.
What was your first level?
Rogue.
And Yeller, did you see the new Ranger things that came out today?
No, I didn't. I
You need
wish
to go
I
look
had.
at them. You need to go look at them before you say, I want to be a rogue.
Really? No, I just spent like I spent like an hour or two earlier like thinking of stuff, and then at 9 o'clock I woke up from a nap. The whole family was napping. I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I don't even really have much of a character done. I knew what I wanted to do, but there's no way. I mean, it's really only in case Yeldar never.
I'm looking at this. It looks quite nice. This is a good build.
What kind of rogue did you make?
Swashbuckler.
Oh, those are fun.
That's what I just played for the Christmas game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made a Tabaxi swashbuckler just to be.
I'm just like.
I was really awesome in all the combats leading up to the boss fight, and then a complete waste of time in the boss fight.
Yeah.
Because you kept failing fear saves.
I feel like with multiple opponents and running in and out, it'll be awesome, especially with not needing advantage or not needing there to be adjacent, allies near it with that swashbuckler feat. But I just feel like if we're fighting one big guy, it's not really going to matter, especially with my not so great AC. But I can go ranged.
I think you get Uncanny Dodge or something.
Yeah, Uncanny Dodges, which I didn't know that even existed. I'm like, that. There's got to be a way around it.
Well, the thing is that it's only once per round because it's a reaction. You only get one reaction.
Oh, okay. But still, I'm like, half damage. All right, super. I didn't realize that. But even with that, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get hit, and
We just posted the new.
Any melee attack made against target that has that third level thing is really fucking powerful. Jesus.
Which one?
The Toujours Audace.
Yeah. I
Is
think
this
I should.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Is this a Unearthed Arcana build?
Yeah. Yes. Am I not allowed to use that?
No, that's fine. I just if I find something to be unbalanced, we may adjust something.
Yeah, of course. And I figured, honestly, I'm only going to use this until Yeldar is back. I love Yeldar, and he's coming back, hopefully.
Okay. Very good. Let's see here. Gothic ETA. If it's 5 minutes, we'll wait. If it's 10 minutes, we'll start.
Is he in the call?
He is not on the call, but he was on Skype. He's on his way home. Work. Poor bastard's got to try and. Poor bastard's dealing with the shit show that is the inauguration. So I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's burnt out as fuck.
Yeah, I was actually talking to him about his schedule the other day. Actually, like a family member of mine, because of her job, I guess knows the family, like the Trump family, and was invited. Probably not to one of the like official balls. Probably like, from what he says, there's like numerous balls that go on that night. But we were talking about it, and his schedule is just insane. But he does get some pretty good perks after the 20th. He's got some days off, and then there's like a retreat and some cool stuff. And I think he gets like a lot of time off. So that's good. I woke up today at 1:30. I've been on call for a week, and like somebody from work texted me at 9. I'm not on call, but like come 1 o'clock, he texted me back like, "Are you okay?" Because I hadn't answered him. And I usually respond pretty quick via text message. I've just been working like 12-hour days plus for like 6-7 days straight. And I feel like nobody's there.
I'm listening.
No, we're here.
I wasn't gonna cut in to describe my shitty work since you were trucking along on the description. I wasn't gonna try to one up you.
All right, so he's Gothic's about 20 minutes out from starting, so let's go ahead and get started without him. You guys wake up in your hotel. Prisoners are across the hall in the other bunk room. You have a statue in the bedroom with you. A bird flew in overnight. It made a nest in Yeldar's hand.
Of course it did.
Did we establish that he's not covered in like green slime, right? There's no staining.
Why would he be covered in green slime?
There was a joke made last session about him being covered in goblin semen, but I don't remember if we had a ruling on that.
I don't remember this joke, so we'll, I'm gonna go with he is not covered in goblin semen. I don't entirely know why you think goblin semen would be green. I don't want to know why they made that distinction. But.
All right, so Yeldar is just gonna stand there, motionless, not contributing to the conversation whatsoever.
All right. As we get ready, I'm going to start casting the ritual that we have. Well, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go talk to Sai and Gothic and try and decide what we're going to do. Varys thinks we should find. Well, do we know if there might be any clerics that could cast Greater Restoration in Red Larch, or is that something we decide or we determine that we would have to go to Summon Hall for?
There are there are itinerant priests that come and go through the city, so you have to go check at the shrine, the local shrine, to see if anyone's in town. Basically, make your roll a percentile and see.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and start this ritual, and I'm going to try and move Yeldar. We don't have to roll
You're right.
anything, do we?
You're gonna try and move him?
Well, I mean, he's in our room, and I'm sure we need to move him downstairs or something.
Oh, I see. So you're gonna cast 10 of disc meeting. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to move
I
him,
guess-
and my plan was to leave him in the bar or the inn, maybe use him as coat rack while we go out there and find out if there's any clerics in town.
All right. Very good. Yes, the innkeeper will tell you that he could very well use a coat rack. And this one will be a nice a nice conversation starter until you're ready to get him free. And you can go and find that cleric steal a cleric in town quite easily. Give me a D100. Roll high.
I was gonna make a joke since Yeldar was probably like in a monkey fighting stance when he got frozen. We could like set him next to the door and high five him every time we leave the inn.
There is currently a dwarven priest of I can't think of his name right now.
Lathander.
Yeah, Lathander works. Dwarven priest of Lathander. He's got some armor on. He's got a big old war axe with a holy symbol on it. But he is unfortunately not a cleric, and he is not unable to help you there. Although with the he does tell you that there is in the hills a dwarven temple complex called the Vale of Dancing Waters, which is conveniently marked there on your map. And there is usually some priests and clerics there running religious ceremonies and weddings and that sort of thing. It's kind of a dwarven holy place left over from when the dwarven kingdom here was powerful. He tells you that normally humans are not allowed, but he will write you a note so you can go and see if anyone there can help you with a stone to flesh scroll or something.
All right, I'm going to thank him profusely, and let's see. I'm going to... All right, what god did we say he was from? Or did you say he was with?
We established he was Lathander because Hunter came up...
I just
Sai
said a
came up with it
word.
before.
Don't
Yeah, you
blame
came
me.
up... Yeah, it's fine. Lathander's a perfectly fine god for a dwarven priest to be of.
All right. Since he gave us the information, I'm going to give him, let's see, 5 Electrum as a donation to his church as a thank you. And
you will.
Yep. I'm just going to say thank you, and hopefully we'll meet again sometime.
He nods his head and says, I thank you for your donation. I wander through the valley, usually go on a circuit from here to from here in Red Larch up to Westbridge, all the way up to Tribor, through Yartar, and down the river to Belliard, and down to Wamford.
Well, if we see you on the road again, feel free to make camp with us.
Thank you for the invite, stranger. May Lathander guide your steps.
Yours as well.
Hey,
All right, so I'm going to turn.
Hey, Varys, we had previously heard about the Vale of Dancing Waters. Do you remember in what context it was revealed to us?
In what context what was revealed
What?
to you?
Sorry, my internet hiccuped right there. We previously were told about the Vale of Dancing Waters, but I don't remember where or why. Was it Brindlethar that mentioned it, or one of the other dwarves that we've come in contact with?
I don't think we know anything in character. I vaguely remember someone saying that, we would not have been allowed in if, other than what this guy just told us, we wouldn't be allowed in if we had wandered that way.
Yeah, I thought there was a dwarf that had mentioned the place, but told us that since we didn't have a dwarf among us, that we would most likely not be allowed in. But I might be misremembering.
I don't remember.
Carry on.
Well, all I'm going to say is,
I think that someone somewhere along the way did tell you that. I don't remember who it was. Even Bunditha.
He's the only dwarf that I remember coming into contact with aside from the newest prisoners, so I don't know.
if we don't have any other ideas, I'm going to pull out the map, or our map that we have, and I'm going to kind of point out, I think that going to the Vale of Dancing Waters would probably be the quickest way. If anything, we could try and make it across the river. Or, well, it wouldn't be too far off from going the Belliard route.
We should have asked him if the Vale had a place to cross the river. Otherwise, from the Vale, we can go up across the bridge and down through Belliard. That path will take us kind of close to the Air Knights, though, so we might draw their attention, and they might ask us what happened at the monastery. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We can tell them that we, defeated the leader and everything, but that we may have drawn the ire of Ogremok.
Yeah, I really don't want to deal with him just yet. If we do come in contact with him, I think we should tell him what happened to Yeldar and let him know that we are attempting to find out about him, or find out a way to cure him before we investigate. Go back to the tower. But yeah, I agree with you. We probably should have asked if there was a way across. Me, Gothic, and Yeldar crossed at one point, but we ended up flying over the river. I don't think we could do the same thing with Yeldar in tow.
It would be quite difficult with Tensor's floating disc, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if the disc floats on water or anything crazy.
Well, it's not something I really want to risk, because if Yeldar falls in the water, there's no getting him out.
Yeah,
at least
I'll be years from now, when the river changes course, somebody's going to be really confused.
This is a really nice statue. I'm going to put it in my garden or something. All right, but if we don't have any better ideas, I think we should head toward, or go on this large path all the way up to the Vale of Dancing Waters.
Yeah,
if there is no cleric there, we can just go up to Belliard.
Yeah. Once Gothic gets here, if he has anything that he needs to do in Red Larch, we can obviously handle that. But I'm ready to head out. All my spells are prepared, and I'm ready for the road.
All right. Are we? Did we decide we're tracking rations?
No.
As long as you guys don't spend more than like a week in the wild, I'm not going to make you track rations.
Okay.
You can spend like a gold each time you're in town and get the rations that you need. Again, I don't run a survival game like this. This is not a survival sort of area. There's enough settlements around that you can always find supplies.
Okay. I just want to make sure. All right, then Raul's going to sort through his pack and make sure he's ready for the road. I'm going to check and make sure I don't have any extra potions of healing anywhere after our incident last time.
All right. Somebody in my neighborhood is lighting off fucking bottle rockets.
I think they're a little late.
Quick question. Studded leather armor is what plus the dex mod? It's 12 plus dex?
Yeah, I think it's 12.
I'll go look real quick.
I got my book here. I got it.
I was wearing some, and apparently it's not
12
listed.
plus dex, no strength, no stealth, and it weighs 13 pounds.
No stealth disadvantage, right?
Correct. It costs 45 gold.
Well, in that case, since we got a little bit of time left, I'm going to, or Varys is going to look around and see if there might be anybody. Well, is there any town or any traveling salesman or anybody in town that might have any kind of magic items?
Let's see who is in town for you.
Or healing potions? Because Varys has realized that his stash is gone.
Okay. There are a couple of wagons at a set of shop just to kind of trade wares. Two of them one of them seems to be kind of a perfumery with kind of dandy perfumes and nice glass jars and whatnot. One appears to be a clothier, has high-class clothing for the established merchant or minor rustic noble. But you do have one setup that seems to have some martial weapons and other adventuring gear that might be useful. And let's see what he has in his kit. I'll tell you what. Give me 4D100.
Okay.
See what items he has in his bag. All right.
Look at that, too.
Yeah. So he does have a potion of healing, he tells you. He has 2 potions of healing available. Just basic potions of healing. 58 is some sort of spell scroll. And 81 is some sort of spell scroll. Do you guys care what spell scrolls are available, or do you not really give a shit?
I like rituals. But it's up to Sai. He gets more use out of spells.
Sai is good on spell scrolls currently, but I mean, if you roll on a random table and it's something amaze balls, I might be curious. I'm kind of low on funds since I spent monies copying spells.
All right.
Hello, Gothic.
I am here, but my computer has decided that now would be the perfect time to restart for updates. So I'm on my phone. So I don't have my character.
You tell me what you want to do. I still have control of your character sheet. So until it happens, until you're here, tell me what you want to do, and I'll roll for you.
And
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
by the way, you might want to look up. I forgot the name of that item. What's that? What's the war pick we got?
Hang on.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we didn't go over all that.
Yeah, you got your really nice weapon.
Nice.
Oh, did you remove it from the team loot?
Really nice is an understatement.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on the
So
team loot anymore.
There's a scroll of message.
Nah.
You know, if I was good at my job, I'd do this before the game started, so we could. I don't have to roll these fucking tables.
You knew we were getting in town a week ago, sir.
5, 6, 7, 8. I did. It's my fault. Disguise self is the other scroll.
That one might be interesting.
So, Gothic, what you missed was Yeldar had control of you, and he decided, and the fight wasn't going well for you guys. So he decided that you had enough con that you'd be able to survive being turned to stone by the terrifying Medusa thing, and you didn't, even with bardic inspiration or whatever the hell you had. Bless.
It was blessed.
So, yeah, and he felt so bad about it that he decided the Eldar turned to stone instead. So Gothic is not, in fact, turned to stone.
Oh, I mean, you didn't. All right. Well, I guess you didn't have to do that. I guess is what I'm looking for. But thank you.
But that's all right. You guys are going to be introduced to his new character here momentarily, and that is a temporary character until you guys manage to free Eldar of being a statue. And you guys did level up. I don't know if you saw that in the chat. Had a chance to level up the character, but feel free if you have not.
And
Awesome. I will do that as soon as I can access him.
after I made the decision that I was like, I felt really bad. I was like, fuck it. I'll just, Ken gave me the option. And I was like, yeah, Yeldarstone instead. Everyone was like, Gothic would have first round, he would have charged at this boss and started attacking him. It wouldn't.
You're damn right.
And then I was like, shit, I probably should have just kept it in, but whatever.
He conveniently leaves out the point where I'm like trying to
You
pick
should
up whether
with the fucking links
Sorry.
to shit, because that may give out too much information.
Oh, I was making the joke that he didn't tell you that I was like, should I heal Gothic or heal Yeldar? And he's like, no, you should totally heal Yeldar.
I had like 3 hit points, so he healed me.
All
like,
right,
up to,
let
like,
me use a
full health.
3rd level spell to heal Yeldar, and then Gothic gets turned to stone, and he's like, you know what? No, I want Yeldar turned to stone instead. And I'm like, I just wasted my last 3rd level heal on your ass.
It was just a link to the item only.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, not too much information. That is the weapon that will say that somebody casts Identify on, so you know what it does. Go.
I think we did cast Identify on it. I don't know.
We'll say you did. Yeah.
Anyways, that one-hander is better than your greatsword.
I'm not even
Nice.
reading
I
all this.
do have a shield on my back.
Yeah, it's like 2d8, and then it's a +2 weapon.
What?
So if you guys want the scroll and both those healing potions, it'll be the guy will sell it to you for $100 a piece. 100 gold a piece. 300 gold total.
All right. Message is a cantrip, right? Or did it just be a
Message
single
isn't-
use?
As a scroll, it'll be single use, unless it's also a ritual, which I'm not sure that it is.
It's not.
So yeah, it'll be a single use scroll of message.
I can copy Disguise Self off the scroll into my spellbook.
It'll be a wizard spell.
It's an illusion wizard spell, yeah. I imagine. Let me go look.
Yeah, you absolutely
going to switch to my
can
computer now.
absolutely write it into your book. What's that, Gothic?
I'm switching to my computer now, so I'll be
Okay.
silent for like a minute. My computer's being very
It's a 1st level wizard spell. Yeah. I'll buy that.
All right. Yep. And the 2 potions?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop the money on the potions if it's a group discount.
Yep. Group discount, $100 each. We can do that. And he's
Hold
looking
up.
at. Sorry.
I'm going to talk to the guy. I'm going to look around and say, well, there's, this is a nice area, nice place in town, but we'd like to take all these items off your hands, and if you give us a little bit more of a discount. I'm not sure that there'll be anybody else any other adventuring parties coming by this time of day. Wouldn't you rather just give them to them all, or give it all these 3 items to us for a little bit more of a discount? Just get it off your hands. Maybe you could turn in a little bit early.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, come on. Seriously? An 8?
He tells you that, well, as far as other adventuring parties go, there was a young lady who was very interested in some of these wares who just went to the inn right before you got here. But I'll tell you what I can do. The 300 for those stand, but normally this message scroll would be 75 gold. I'll give you that for 50 since you're buying the rest of it.
I'm going to look at Sai. I'm not really interested in myself. I don't really have a use for that. But Sai here might.
You're talking about the message scroll?
Yep.
I'm not particularly pining for the message scroll. I'm definitely interested in Disguise Self, but that's just because I love that spell in general as a player, and my wizard doesn't know it yet. So if I can pick it up for a half price off a scroll, I don't have to take it when I level up.
Yeah, I was trying to get you an even more discount, but this game hates me. Seriously, I have a +7 and I rolled a 15. How does that even happen?
It was a good roll. If he wasn't already giving you a discount, he probably would. You guys know from experience that stuff would usually cost around 120 to 150 each. So he's giving you a pretty good deal.
Yeah, let me get the 2 potions and the scroll, and then I'll give out the potions to the other party members, and I'll, next time I have time, set to writing the scroll into my spellbook, and then I'll probably pass the scroll on over to Varys if he can use it. If not, I'll keep it around to see about either selling it or just keeping it just cause.
When you copy the scroll, it does
does it? Okay, yeah. Then that's fine.
Well, I can't really use it anyways, so.
Yeah.
I keep meaning to write some updated rules for scroll use. I think that any magic user should be able to use any scroll with the opportunity of it blowing up in his face. But yeah, so you guys are all set up there, and you heard a rumor that there was someone wandering around who was an adventuring sort.
What's this? Do I detect a character hook? As I will say, I wonder if they came up from Womford as well and have a better recount of what happened down there.
He said he was going to he said she was going to the inn, right? I mean, we have to go back. We have to go back there and check on our coat rack, anyways.
All right. Size down to head to the inn. Gothic's talking in chat here. What's he saying?
And hey, maybe she might even be a cleric.
We forgot to tell
might even save us a trip.
Sorry, we forgot to tell Gothic that we found him a forge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we found you a forge.
Down on the 3rd or 4th level of the Earth Temple, there is 2 anvils and a forge and everything ready to go. It was just guarded by an Earth Djinn.
Did we rest there at all? Because I feel like I made a comment that if we do rest, Gothic would be pounding away for the night.
Yeah.
I think we didn't rest there.
Okay.
We were on a
spite.
time crunch because they were going to sacrifice a gnome to a black ooze.
Right.
All right, back to the inn then.
Back to the inn. So you walk in to the inn, and it's pretty empty. A few of the prisoners you rescued are getting breakfast before they head out on their I believe you guys found the caravan yesterday, correct?
Well, now I have the new fancy Skype.
I think so.
What the fuck is the internet?
God damn it.
The internet is a place where people get together to share pornography and bitch about movies.
I always quote Jay and Silent Bob, and with that line that I just said, and no one ever gets it. One day someone will get it.
I got it.
You did you?
I just got it.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
next
quite
line.
right, but it's close enough. So yeah, welcome back, Gothic.
Thank you.
You guys walk in, and Kate, you can introduce yourself and whatever you're doing there in the inn.
I haven't thought about role-playing this character at all, but...
Did he say cake?
Kate. You see a fair young maiden sitting at one of the tables with some very small morsels of food in front of her, and I'd assume that they sell wine.
Yeah,
at this place.
It's also before noon.
She has a pack next to her, on the floor next to by her feet, but she doesn't look like the adventuring sort. She's wearing closer to a formal gown than anything you would have imagined anybody would be wearing in Red Lark or out here in the boonies. Red Larch is not a big town, right?
No,
No,
it's a busy trading center, but it's not like a large metropolis area.
It just happens to be a crossroads, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
So I assume that you guys having, been on the road for quite a while and, meeting people of all different sorts and just knowing how you act yourselves and being very perceptive, that although she seems like she's just sitting there meekly eating and taking small sips of her drink, that she is aware of everything that's going on around her and her eyes are, scanning the room constantly.
And Kate, as they walk in, as you enter the inn, you were admiring the statue, and the barkeeper told you the story of the adventurers who came in and their petrified friend, and you recognize them as they walk in as those adventurers.
Okay. So you guys walk in. You're just standing at the door, gawking at her.
We're still looking for the adventurer that the merchant told us about.
Yeah, I'm going to scan the room and see if I see a cleric.
You see Sai.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, he said he's looking for a cleric. You see Sai.
And I'm going to sigh. Well.
Gothic. Gothic speaks Thieves' Cant, right? Or no?
No.
No? I thought he did.
I'm a fighter, so no.
I don't know why. Being criminal background, I thought maybe he had.
I speak Terran now, apparently.
I don't even know what that is.
How do I?
It's an elemental language. It's the elemental language from the earth.
Oh, that's useful, actually.
Yeah, you can actually speak to any elemental creature now. It's that like dialect or accent. So it's not completely legible. It's like kind of like Spanish to Portuguese. The rest of them.
So,
I don't mean to be that guy, but you don't want me like walking up to the new person and talking to them with my -1 disadvantage persuasion.
So she noticed. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
She notices the group come in, and from the description from the, from the staff there, she recognizes them, especially the hulking Goliath. So I'd like to just look around and see if anybody else is like looking at her at this time, at the time.
Varys.
No. Yeah,
Varys is.
That's not.
Yeah.
I was say Varys is kind of looking around the room, but other than that,
no, I mean like anybody else other than the three adventurers. If anybody else is looking at her, that 9's not going to do shit, Gothic.
Yeah, I was trying to look at how it was put together so I could put in the new weapon and accidentally clicked attack.
So pretty much I'm asking Ken if she notices if anybody else is looking at her in the tavern or anybody else. Like any of the staff.
Besides, at this point, because the people that stayed there last night have all moved on, and the new caravans coming in have not come in. There's nobody else really in the inn at the moment, except for the innkeeper cleaning up.
And does the innkeeper have like a line of sight on her?
He has a line of sight, but he's not like really looking in that direction. He's behind he's cleaning glasses and wiping down the bar. So he's not looking closely at you.
So she's gonna stand up and quietly grab her pack and start walking towards the group. And as she does, her gown is going to turn into a completely different outfit. It's going to turn into studded leather armor, and she'll quickly try to disguise her hair and ignore the typing.
Do I recognize this spell?
You can give me an Arcana check if you like.
Meanwhile, Varys is going back over to the coat rack.
Okay.
That typing dough.
And I guess what I need to roll a perception roll to see if I notice this.
No, yeah, it's quite different from the gown to the standard armor. She goes from wearing a ball gown basically to wearing, adventuring gear.
So I guess my intention is, it seems obvious, I guess, to anybody who might roll for it or who might be paying attention that she's trying to skip away from finishing the rest of her food and paying for the meal, and has completely changed her outfit and is maybe sleight of hand. You might want me to roll to, fix up her hair completely differently and rub some dirt on her face that she, swipes off the floor or something to just look completely differently than she did, and starts heading for the door.
All right. Yeah, you can give me a sleight of hand. Give me a stealth check, basically. See if you can be nonchalant as you try and skip town. Yeah. Bartender's not paying attention. He's not really looking out of the room. He's cleaning up. He's got his back turned. He's arranging his bottles. Varys, you were heading over towards the statue again?
Yeah, and I'd imagine if I saw that, I'd probably do a double take.
Yeah, you guys are in that room, so you're definitely seeing this young woman magically change form. Sorry, I missed your Arcana check, by the way. I apologize. It doesn't appear to be a spell. You think that there's some sort of magic in her clothing, whether it's the armor or the clothing, you're not sure.
All right.
Is anybody over by the door? Because she's walking out. Varys is over by the statue.
I was still by the door, but mostly.
Yeah, I think we're just walking.
So she'll quietly, she's not whispering, but she'll quietly say to them that, it's unfortunate. She kind of talks like a pirate, and I'm not doing a voice. Later on.
Please be sexy lady pirate.
Arr. She's just very, I don't know. She just talks very brash and says something like, I know it's unfortunate about your companion. From what I hear, your travels recently have been very dangerous, and if you're looking for someone with a particular set of skills, meet me outside. I might be interested. And she heads out the door.
Sai will give the kind of head jerk out the door to Varys, and then start to walk that way.
Okay, I was walking over to Yeldar and I was pulling out my book, and I'm going to close it with a thunk. And I says, Sai, well, by her accent, I think she might be useful. Well, you weren't here for it, but I'm going to look at Gothic and say, well, we weren't so good at driving that boat. If we are going over the Vale, or to the Vale, and having someone nearby who knows how to navigate the waters might be pretty useful, especially if we're going after the wall. Our friends on the water.
With the recent events down in Wamford as well, it might be nice to come at it from upstream rather than the road where they would anticipate.
Yeah, and well, it can't really hard to see what she wants.
Alright, Sai's gonna follow the sexy swashbuckling pirate lady with magical clothing. Who has all of that but can't afford a fucking 5 silver mil.
Does he say that?
No, he does not say that.
Yeah, she's got a charisma of 14. She's fairly attractive. She sways fetchingly. So yeah, you guys are.
Sai is outside now. I didn't know if you. I don't I don't know if you hung out
are
right
all
outside the
together.
door or if like I'm following you. So let me know what the going on is there, new Yeldar.
So I imagine she's not right by the door, just in case the barkeeper, the tavern
finds out.
keeper, yeah, like notices and would recognize her. So she's not right by the door, but I imagine she's, maybe 200, 300 feet away, within visible distance to you guys, since you saw her change, and she's tightening her bootstraps and checking her gear, polishing a blade, as it were.
Is Gothic
You're a
with
woman
us?
now.
What's that?
I mean, unless you came and stopped me from
your
working
blade.
on
You're
my
a woman
armor.
now.
So,
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
what?
I heard
No,
it.
I heard it. Yeah. What were you saying, Matt?
Oh,
I
he's
was saying I'm
polishing.
not sure I'm there. I'm still building the armor, so I'm not sure if I'm actually
Well,
present.
we didn't
moment?
find you a forge here. We found you a forge back in a place we can't go to.
Oh, but he said he was still.
Oh, is there no forge here? Am I
Oh,
not
you
the
still
right
got-
city
You
for that?
still got the Blacksmith's forge that you were working at stuff on.
Okay, good.
You made some pretty good progress. You think 1 or 2 more sessions, you might be able to get it completed.
Fantastic.
Okay.
There we go.
So Gothic isn't there right now. He's out hammering away.
Yeah, he's in the blacksmith that he met the last time you guys were in town, trying to get his plate armor and shape.
All right then. Let's. I'm going to go back up to this woman and tell her we've been running into some dangerous situations lately. Seem to be of the someone looks who they could hold her own, and maybe someone who might know the waterways. We've needed someone who could navigate.
So she'll look Varys up and down, and Sai as well. I'm guessing he's traveling along with him. So she'll look them up and down and say that navigating shouldn't be a problem. And she'll kind of chuckle, and then she'll say, as far as danger and handling myself, that shouldn't be a problem either. But, and like it's just, she's saying this as she looks you both up and down. I'm more worried whether you two can handle yourselves.
Oh, you don't have to worry about us. We've taken down some, very powerful enemies.
We could,
But-
quite a few things could be said about our tenacity, if nothing else.
Besides, I'm not one for fighting out in the front. That's what our other companion one of our other companions is for. I'm more of the stay in the back and take care of things from ranged.
So she'll. Sorry.
You got this. You can roleplay a sexy pirate.
No, I don't want to push it, but I feel like she would ask. If you need someone to navigate, it would seem that you have no other way of navigating the. I'm assuming you mean the river. What would that, along with handling myself, as you put it, what would that be worth to you?
I'm kind of curious what someone so well versed in aquatic craft is doing so far inland. What would bring you to Red Larch?
She'll say everyone's running from something.
Well, fair enough.
I'm gonna insight check that bullshit.
Okay. She seems, she's definitely hiding something, but she seems to be also running for something.
She'll see your. Would Sai have like a quizzical look on his face? Would he let on that he doesn't believe her bullshit?
You can give me an insight check if you like. He seems to be checking out your boobs.
Classic.
She'll get up and slap no. She'll just add that the open sea is not the safest place for me right now.
Well, we had a little run in with some of the people down near. Let's see, Womford. Ironford or Womford. As long as we stay away from there, I think we should be okay. But we are needed someone who can navigate. We've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and man, I keep on muting myself. We've been doing a lot of traveling. We've been coming near the river, and I'm sure you're aware of our friend in the inn there, the code rack.
I was the fact that he's in a fucking coat rack. Yes, I noticed him, and the tavern keeper told me about him. It's a shame. I was kind of curious as to what caused such an effect. What do you play in D&D?
Well, you asked me. What do you play in D&D?
Well, I've got a level 7 rogue right now, rogue fighter, but I'm mainly my heart is in my level 7 coat rack. That's so she'll say, I noticed that. It's kind of a shame. He looks kind of cute.
Well, there's someone for everyone, I guess.
But again, what would I don't have a ship.
Like, yeah, he does have a nice chiseled jaw.
She'll chuckle. Not like that though. That'd be creepy and weird if she sounded like that. She'll say, I don't have a ship, but I could easily secure one and easily navigate any seafaring vessel. But again, what would it be worth to you, Sort?
I look at Sai, and I'm going to say, well, what do you have in mind?
Do you deal strictly in coin? Are you looking for information or safety? What is it that you need?
Coin does make the world go round. If I know it's round, I don't know if this world is round. I assume it is.
It rides on the back of the great Obtuan.
Well, I tell you what. We're headed back to. You've been in Red Larch for some time. Have you noticed the flying? Have you noticed the things flying in the sky? Maybe the knights riding on hippogriffs.
I tend to travel at night, but I have seen some strange things in the moonlight.
Well, we just took care of some very powerful enemies for this group of people, and it's part of the reason why we have our friend here stoned. I am feeling that we'll probably get some type of reward for doing this for this group of people. If we were to mention that we had a little bit of some help from a certain seafaring woman, I'm sure they might be able to include you in on the reward.
And if not, and if they aren't so inclined, you'd be willing to part with a fair share of said loot, right?
Well, we have some coin that we could.
I think we could work something out.
Yeah, I'm sure we could work something out. As of right now, our biggest issue is saving our monk friend or our friend over here. If and it's looking like we may have to transport him over water. We could guarantee for finding out the fees for turning him back to his old self, but once we succeed in that, I'd be happy to pass on a little bit of coin your way.
So she'll just look at you again and just stare at you deeply and say, you know, we don't have to haggle prices now, but if what you're willing to part with down the road is not what I agree is fair and reasonable, we may have a problem.
I'm gonna look at Sai.
I don't want to like threaten you. Like,
fuck
you pay me.
And I say, well, I think we could take you up on your offer for now.
All right, she'll swing her pack over her back and sheathe the rapier that she is polishing, and we'll ask, when do we leave?
Well, we have one more friend we have to go pick up, and I'm going to have to I'm going to have to find a way to move our other little friend here. Sai, if you don't mind taking our new friend to go pick up
wrangle up Gothic.
Yeah, our larger friend. I'll go and cast a few spells and get everything ready for transport.
Sai will set off in the direction of the banging hammers and cussing that is Gothic.
Kate will
head over there.
I'm so glad you think so much of me.
As Varys gets out of earshot, Kate will turn to Sai and say, your boyfriend's cute.
Yeah, but he's shit in bed.
She'll chuckle knowing that he's kidding.
No, that's canon. That's canon now.
Well, I am an elf.
Yeah, I cast Zone of Truth before saying that.
As you get over to the forge, you find Gothic pounding away with more ferocity than you would expect out of such a fine bit of work that he's trying to do.
Kate's going to turn to Sai and say, let me have a bit of fun with him before you introduce me.
By all means, I
So she'll
wish I was there.
She'll drop her pack at Sai's feet and she'll mumble a word, and as she starts running in, her armor turns into the same dress as before, and she'll run in, drop her hair down, and run in. I assume she sees the Gothic hammering away at the forge, runs in frantically screaming, "Help! Help! There's a creepy man following me!" And she'll like run towards Gothic.
Gothic takes a defensive stance, and not like aggressively towards the woman, but like, you know, in a more protective sort of way.
And it's better that you don't know. She'll say, "He's outside. Help me! You hulking figure, help me!"
Eager for a chance to brandish my new amazing weapon, I will make an effort to help her.
And Kate will follow. I guess you're running out. Kate will follow him out, and when he's not looking, will not do anything with her hair, but turn back into let her outfit turn back into the armor, and follow him out. I assume you see that it's Sai standing outside.
Yeah, Gothic's not that stupid.
And she'll just start chuckling and walk over to her backpack and pick it up and stand next to Sai.
Sai's gonna look at Gothic and be like, "So we made a friend."
She'll just say, "Is he always this gullible?"
don't know if Gothic's trying to say anything. I was so.
Gothic, you're muted.
Oh shit! Sorry. Am I good now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yep.
All right, cool. I gotta run back. What was I trying to say? Oh, I'm confused as to why she's calling me, gullible when I was just eager for a chance to use my weapon and break something. But I'm not sure I'm overly fond of this new person.
Oh, you missed your bromance with Yeldar.
So she'll extend a hand to Gothic and apologize for, trying to trick him, and just say just having a bit of innocent fun. I'm Kate. She'll introduce herself and explain that Varys and Sai made a deal with her to help them down the river and to tag along with them.
I will return the handshake, perhaps a little too firmly, and just say Gothic.
Wow,
I'm tempted to
you've
keep it.
Made quite the first impression. He's normally not this friendly with new people.
I'm tempted to pretend like my hand's broken, but I'm not going to do that.
With
All
Sai's gonna look at Gothic and be like, with the current Yeldar situation and the trouble in Wamford, and having made such lovely enemies of at least a few of the cults now, we figured it best that we might find someone that's a little familiar with the area and help us out on the river and stuff, since it continues to be a thorn in our side to navigate across or around it.
Gothic will nod in an understanding sort of way.
Kate will
And
just
go
ask.
to pack up his forgotten blacksmith's equipment so that we can set out.
Kate will turn to Sai and just ask, do you have a place in mind to secure a vessel? I'm assuming we could go back to the water cultists or try to steal one from there, or out of character, obviously.
Yeah, Sai was going to say, well, we've heard of recent troubles down in Wamford, and the group before I signed on seemed to have had some issues in Ironford, so we're a little hesitant of that area, but it would most likely be one of the better places to secure a craft. However, we do know of an old abandoned fort on the river where we might be able to secure a smaller raft that would serve the purpose of crossing the river without having to take the long road, at least.
She'll just say that either option, whatever you think's best. But I'm no stranger to if the fort is newly occupied or still occupied, or even if we were to go down to Ironford or Wamford, I'm fairly confident in my ability to be able to secure one of these vessels.
I think we were discussing heading along the larch path up to a dwarven encampment along the river to see if they had either a way to cross or a craft. We're hoping to stay on good terms with them, though, so should the opportunity arise, let's not go borrowing just yet, if that's where we end up going.
If I was traveling by myself, I wouldn't be concerned with such frivolities, but I'll follow your lead on.
It's understandable. I'm not judging you outright for that, but it's a little harder with half a dozen people in a stone statue to make a quick getaway, if you catch my meaning.
Certainly. I could always, she'll just chuckle again and say, I could always meet you down the river with the vessel if needed, if it comes to it. Shall we go collect
Yep,
the
so
other
by the time
two?
you guys finish that conversation, you guys can meet you meet Varys out in front with the statue propped up on Tenser's floating disc. Kind of lashed down. Bird nest has been cleared out of the hand.
So I see you found Gothic. Was I muted?
No, you're
So
there.
So I see you found Gothic. I assume the meeting went well.
Did I need finding?
Well, she didn't know, or she had never met you before, and well, we had to go find you. But I assume we're all ready to go. This ritual doesn't last all that long. If we're going to get going, then we need to get going now.
We have horses. I totally forgot we have horses. I will wrangle up my horse and get ready to go. And I'm assuming we're still going Vale first?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, do you have transportation?
I do not, but I could probably secure it. What about this one's horse? Yeah, and he'll point to she'll point to Yeldar's horse, or she'll point to Yeldar.
How much does the stone statue weigh? How much does the stone statue weigh?
About 400 pounds.
Well, we could try.
I was just saying, how does Yeldar have a horse?
Yeldar's old horse that he no longer needs since he's going to ride the disc.
Yeah, I figured we weren't gonna do that to a poor animal.
Oh, I thought she was going to ride. I thought she was wanting to ride the disc.
She'll point to Gothic and say, "And what kind of beast is this one gonna ride?" Because Gothic's got to be like 300 pounds, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm like a little over 300 pounds, I think. I'll just be like, I have my own ride. Are we getting them now, or is this like
I was ready to set off.
So
yeah, you guys ready to go?
I will then pull out my ride, and Kate will see my enormous beast.
Giggity.
We're all good. You guys are ready to go? You'll head out here momentarily. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break to go grab some water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Not that you guys really give a shit on the temporary character, but I also assume that if something were to happen in the future, I could just play her constantly. But let me show you the portrait of her with her armor. If I could fucking find it again. If I downloaded something, can I share it in the chat? Oh no, I could share it in Skype, right?
Right. Yeah.
You could also upload it to any of the image sharing sites out there.
That's going to be too much effort. Where the hell is it? I mean, it's going to be my character portrait, but for purposes of making it bigger. I mean, if you Googled swashbuckler rogue or swashbuckler female, it'll probably be the top 5 or 10 hits, because I was doing this at about 9:45 trying to find her character portrait.
Very fancy.
Nice.
She doesn't have a hat, though.
Yeah, I don't want to make it obvious so she's not going to be wearing a giant hat. She doesn't want to make it obvious. I mean, it's kind of obvious anyway, I guess. The red cape is not there, but I guess don't want to make it too obvious that she's a sailor or a pirate to anybody other than you guys because she is on the run, or that's what she's telling you.
But I mean, what kind of pirate or what kind of captain doesn't have a hat?
She never said she was a captain, but you'd have to ask her more about that. She should be captain.
That's
Anyway.
why she's on the run. Just as a side note, I'm super fond of all of the like official Pathfinder art, so I enjoyed that that's the art you used.
Yeah, I just find that they're better than a lot of the. Is that I didn't even realize that was like official. Is it something in from? I've never played Pathfinder. 5e is my first foray into role playing or the game, but I assume that it was. I don't know if it's like from the book though.
Yeah,
I
like all the 5e art.
I like the 5e art as well, but with each of the editions, the companies that released them were very like not controlling, I don't know the right word here, but they laid out the details of how they wanted the art to look. So you have several artists working on various stuff, but they're like, this is how we want our halflings, our goblins, and stuff like that. And just by looking at that, I know that that's one of the commissioned Pathfinder art pieces.
Got a quick question. Not sure if anybody's played a rogue up to this level before, but because we hit 7, I'm 6th level rogue rogue now. I get 2 more skills that I could double my proficiency bonus in. Yeah. Can I make it another, like a skill that I've already chosen before? Or does it have to be 2 new skills?
So you would never quadruple proficiency. You would have 4 skills or 3 skills and thieves' tools that you add double your proficiency in.
Okay. Expertise, let's do that. All right. And pick one for me. I don't want to pick one.
Which ones do you already have expertise in?
I'm trying to look at the list of which ones I chose, the ones that are ungodly high. So acrobatics I definitely used.
Acrobatics, perception, stealth, maybe, depending on your...
So far you've got expertise on deception and on stealth.
Yeah, because acrobatics was already high. Perception I get from something else, but I could still... Yeah, so perception, I guess, would definitely be one of them. Right. I should choose perception and persuasion, I guess, or intimidation.
Review.
No need to delay anything. Sorry,
No worries. So you guys head out. You're heading to the Vale of Dancing Waters, you said?
Correct.
Yep.
We're going up the large path.
Yes.
Kind of to the west of the Airy.
All right, very good. So you guys are heading on up. Varys, please give me a D20.
Okay, hold up. Got to close out all this crap. I couldn't have rolled that for my last roll.
Please roll me a D8 and a D12. All right. You come across some dwarven miners, a small contingent. You actually pass. You're coming like up behind them. They're coming up the path in front of you.
Of course, they're small. They're dwarven children.
Oh, wordplay.
Sai, as you chuckle at your humor for yourself, you trip on a rock and you take 8 damage by smacking your face into the side of the hill.
Bam.
The same side of the face that I have a scar on, or the other side?
No, it's the other side of the face.
Sweet. Will it bruise?
Yes, you have a black eye until you have some sort of cure spell cast on you.
Sweet.
Well, you're symmetrical now.
So yes, you have a. There's 3 dwarfs with a kind of rough-looking leader at the head of it. They're heading up the hilly path in front of you.
Do they notice us yet?
At the moment, no. But if you keep advancing, you will overtake them here in a short time.
And what time of day is it?
It's about noon.
Is there anywhere for me to find some cover if I wanted to stealth?
If you got off the path and got up in the hills a bit, you could. On the path, it'd be pretty hard.
And that'd be too far for me to be within range of anything, just in case, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to. If you stayed here, you could set an ambush. But again, they're heading away from you. You're catching up to them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. And we're on horseback. Never mind. I was about to ask you if I could hide behind Gothic.
If you mounted up behind Gothic, you could hide behind this.
Okay. So I stay line of sight away from them. I'm behind Gothic.
All right.
And my hand's on my short bow.
Okay. As you guys ride up behind them, they turn towards you. They kind of start, and they step off to the side. The leader will greet you as you pass and say, "Ho, strangers, where do you head off to?"
I'm gonna be nonchalant. I'm not worried about anything, or I'm not worried about them attacking us. I'm just gonna say, "Ho, strangers, we are headed towards the Vale.
The Vale. He looks around and is like, "I don't see any dwarves with you. What makes you think you'll be accepted there?"
Your mom
What?
Your mom's expecting us. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to glare back at Gothic. We have word for insert cleric of Lathander's name that we didn't ask. And as you can see from my our code rack here, we're gonna need some healing. We're hoping to find a cleric up there who might be able to cure our friend.
Can I talk out of character for one quick second?
Sure.
Maybe try mentioning any other cleric that you might have come across in your travels or traveled with. Maybe they know him. That's up to you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that person whose name I can't remember.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Shit.
Oh, Ragnar?
I know exactly who we're talking
Ragnar,
about.
yeah.
Yes, Ragnar.
Sorry, I didn't
Hold up, I have
even
to
remember him.
yeah.
That's because you replaced him.
You're the replacement.
He'll nod and he'll say, "I don't recognize this Ragnar, but I do recognize the name for that."
What do you recognize?
The insert cleric of Lathander that whose name we forgot to ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So we met him in Red Larch back a few miles back, and he wrote us a letter of introduction to get us in.
All right. He'll say, "May I see that letter, stranger?"
Certainly, and I'll get it out and show it to him. I can hand it over because I'm not sure if he's going to take it or not.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take a look at it and say, "I apologize for doubting you, stranger. It's been a rough summer in these hills. We normally wouldn't come out in such force. We were heading towards the Vale ourselves. It is a relaxing place and an area of contemplation. You are welcome to accompany us if you wish. What?
Go on.
No, sorry. I just realized that my student loan's due today, and I didn't pay it. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm going to mute myself, yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Luckily, you have about half an hour to pay it. Yeah, he'll invite you to accompany them because there's safety in numbers if you have encounters on the road.
that will be greatly appreciated. I assume you're affiliated with the Veil? Forgive my ignorance, but I'm not too familiar with the area. All I know of is the name.
He nods and he says, all dwarves are affiliated with the Veil of Waters. It is one of the last remaining holy places for dwarves in these hills. There was once a great dwarven kingdom here, and as you guys head up the trail, he will regale you with tales of that, with the tales of these of the kingdom. Yeah.
You said these guys
they're
were
great
miners. Like, are they
Yep, they're miners.
clearly carrying picks and gear and stuff?
Yeah, they all have some sort of gear. Now they're not fully loaded down. He tells you that they're actually from far further south.
Yeah,
And,
so I was gonna ask, are you working in a mine somewhere here in the Somber Hills, or are you en route from Red Larch or further south?
Yeah, they came up from Red Larch most recently. They previously came from further south down south. They're the hills south of Golden Fields on the map.
Okay. All right. Before we leave them, I'm going to proposition them. I know of a place I could use. Oh, not that kind of proposition. I know a place who's in need of some miners. Some place that we have not received any payment for.
Okay, he's listening.
Well,
And,
I'm going to do it once we get there.
Okay. Very good. So yeah, if you guys get through the rest of the evening, I won't make you roll. You have a bigger party now. Nobody's going to mess with, 4 travelers, 4 dwarves, and a statue.
A statue. A coat rack.
You get to the sun starts setting through the hills a little earlier than it does on the plains. And the dwarf tells you you're about a day out from the Vale.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him. So you seem to. Well, I take it you're miners. You wouldn't happen to know of a dwarf named Gungeon Rockseeker, would you?
He shakes his head and says, "No, I'm not familiar with the Rockseekers. That sounds like a name from the north."
Well, you are. We came from the north recently. We were up near another city whose name I can't remember.
Phandalin? Waterdeep?
Well, there was a bigger city. No, it's not Waterdeep. I think we're closer to Waterdeep. Yeah, Neverwinter. Big one that I should know. We were up near Neverwinter, and we came across a Gungeon Rockseeker. You wouldn't happen to know of a place called the Mines of Phandelver, would you?
I know of the old legends regarding it. I've never heard of it being true.
Well, once we get to the Vale, I think me and you need to have a talk.
He's like, business. I have a good bit of business. It's always what a dwarf likes to hear.
Well, if we make it there, as I'm sure we will, I might have some work for you. Or at least I could send you off in the right direction.
I'd be interested to hear it, friend. And they said about making camp and setting a fire.
Okay.
Sai is amazed at Varys's dwarven networking skills.
I guess we'll set up everything and we'll
double bubble. Once we do like camp and everything, do the fire, do dinner and stuff like that. Being this far up in the hills where everything has been happening, I would definitely prefer to have the shield up.
All right.
All right. How many dwarves are with us?
There are 4 dwarves. There's 3. I was like the leader and then 3 companions.
Okay. I'm going to let him know that we have some magical air conditioning if he would like some cooler or warmer weather, depending on the weather here.
He's like, I don't have much truck with magic. Is it safe?
Well, it hasn't failed yet.
That's what they all say. Let's see what you can do, wizard.
All right. So I'm gonna cast the spell. I don't know how we're gonna split everything up, but we've got 2 bubbles. So
you want to do us in one bubble, and then either you or me.
Well, one of you has to be in the bubble with some dwarves.
Yeah,
they
that's
gotta
what I'm
pick the dwarves.
I'll do it with the dwarf so I can talk to him about business.
I'll just be in the bubble with the new weird, overtly sexual stabby lady.
All right.
I'm gonna sleep with the dwarfs.
Okay. So we have Sai, the stabby lady, and the statue in one bubble.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my dogs out.
All right.
Y'all keep on going.
There we go. Gothic, was there anything you wanted to say to the dwarves while you're sleeping with them? That sounded weird.
Nope. Appreciate a good silence.
All right. So you guys get to go on and dawn comes with rosy fingers, and you continue onwards up to the Vale. Let's do a single D20. Kate, give me a D20, please. All right. The morning goes uneventful. Late afternoon, the sun has started to set. You come up to the base of the path that the dwarves tell you will lead you up towards the Vale. You can see the little buggers starting to get very excited. And they wish to head up the path, as quickly as possible.
Will we make it to the Vale tonight?
They nod and they say, yes. It'll be it'll be close to dark by the time we get up there. The path is winding and narrow, but we can get there before dark.
Okay, and I'm back.
Well, then let's press on. Should get there just in time for dinner time.
Excellent. So you guys find yourselves on a winding path.
Is this like super narrow canyons, or are we like along the side of a hill or something?
The approach to the shrine is a short but steep flight of steps cut into the side of a gorge. There are 2 creeks that beat into the steps before tumbling into the river. The trail continues upriver to other parts of the Vale, and after 20 steps, the stairs turn into a narrow path. Now, if the dwarves weren't with you, they would be very hard to see. You have to know what you're looking for, but they know what they're looking for, and they will guide you right there. So the path, yes, a switchback. It's heading up the wall of the gorge. It has to be single file, but it's not too steep. You don't have to make any checks, but it is a steep hill.
Raj.
Now, who is leading the way? Do you have the dwarves leading the way, or do one of you want to take point?
I assume that the dwarves were leading the way, both for knowledge and sheer excitement.
I was hoping we were in like a motorcade situation, like 2 dwarves in front, 2 dwarves in back.
Get down, Mr. President.
So.
Yep, I'm just checking something here real quick.
Sorry, I have like motorcades and convoys on the brain. The inauguration's in 4 days.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
That's why I was late to the game because I was still fucking at work. I did 14 hours today.
Well, maybe if you weren't fucking at work instead of actually working, you'd actually get some work done.
Grab her by the
Good point.
pussy.
Oddly appropriate.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
All right. Somebody, please give me a D20.
Good job.
Shouldn't have been you. Wait.
All
Or
right.
is low good,
So
in which case, absolutely.
The dwarves are very excited, and they're not paying much attention to the road. They've all come this way before. And one of them suddenly trips and pitches over the side of the side of the canyon. And they hear a twanging sound. And I need all of you to please give me dexterity saves.
Oh, I'm great at those. See? Amazing.
I am too. Apparently. Wait.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that one didn't go well.
I've gotten 2 natural 20s tonight.
Yeah, but who's gonna save Gothic when he falls off this mountain?
Does Yeldar have to give a...
If Varys fails his save, then we're going to see... He'll have to make a concentration check on the disc.
Well, Varys rocked it, so I think we're fine.
Okay, so Varys is fine there then. Set this up real quick.
do I have to change... do you have access to my portrait?
Oh, good. Did I give you a Yeldar again? I'm sorry.
That was Yeldar, yeah. And just a quick question. Where's my dog?
The dog is frozen with you. No, you know what? The dog is still with you. Varys is taking care of the dog.
Okay. And
he feels it attached to it.
I apologize for not realizing my portrait was already there when I said that. So I am there twice now, I think. Size missing.
Yeah, there's no sigh.
Sorry.
No say.
I love how this bitch has more HP than Yeldar does.
We got a level of fire.
Yeah, still.
All right. So who failed? Who falls and who doesn't? All right. So, Kate and Varys, you see the stones coming. Varys, you duck. Kate, you kind of dance out of the way. Sai, you're engrossed in your books, and you take a boulder right to the skull. Gothic, you like what? And the boulder takes you in the skull as well. You both take, and when they get hit, you take some damage, and then you also both fall down to the next level below you, which is going to be another. You each take a total of 9 damage.
Can we tell what happened? I mean, the twang, I'm assuming, is someone hit a tripwire or something?
That would be a good assumption. Someone would have to examine it to see exactly what happened.
Can I do that? Can I go take a look at it?
Sure. Perception check or investigation if you like. All right. Yes, you can see the remains of a tripwire hanging loosely in the breeze. It seemed to be rigged to a boulder. The dwarven leader, who was not knocked out, is beside himself. He says, "There's no traps here. This is a holy place. Who would do such a thing?" The other dwarf that tripped the trap is also down there with Gothic and Sai. He's not looking pretty. He's not looking very good. These guys are not warriors of any kind.
Kate will go up to the leader and just say, maybe someone else is come here and set these traps for anyone coming behind them. But I think it's best that maybe you let one of us take the lead.
He says, my people will stay behind, but I have to see what is going on up here.
Does the trap look to be Dwarven fashion? Like is
it's just a tripwire. It's nothing identifiable like that.
Okay, I didn't know if there was actual any kind of stonework mechanism or if it was literally just a string and a rock.
Yeah, it was just a string having. It looks like it was just a string trapped to some sticks to hold the rocks up. It's very straightforward, very simple. It's honestly the sort of thing that you would spot quite easily had you been looking for it.
We would have.
Yes, it wasn't hidden terribly well. It's just that no one was looking for it because no one expected it to be there.
And the dwarves are up front and way too excited.
So Cade will just say to him that maybe, I can't speak for my companions here, but I'm sure one of them, and out of character, I'll point to Varys because I know he's wanted to take the lead or do some stealthing in the future. In the past, he mentioned it, but she'll say, one of us might be better equipped to take the lead in case there's other traps set.
He says, yes, you can take. If you have someone who can take the lead, feel free, but I will accompany you to get to the bottom of this.
I'd like to, but unfortunately, I'm having to watch our friend back here.
Yes, that is vastly more important. So, Disposable Kate will offer to take the lead.
Did you just come up with a sweet nickname?
Disposable Kate.
Yep. And hold on a second. I can't spell disposable, apparently.
Who just moved my character?
I did.
Okay. I was just wondering if it was you or if somebody else still had control of it.
No, I took off Eldar control.
Alright, cool.
So, are they okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I give like a general look to see if I need to do any patching up or whether it was mostly just bumps and bruises?
You give me a medical check if you like. He is unconscious. He is bleeding pretty good. He isn't dead, but he's not in great shape.
All right. Sure, I'll go ahead and... is this the sort of thing where you'd want me to make like another medicine, patch him up, and he'll wake up naturally, or is this like magic healing?
With the 50, if all you want to do is the medicine check, that 15 is enough to stabilize him and patch him up. He's not going to wake up right away, but he'll be stable and will wake up once he sleeps it off a bit.
Yeah, I figure in this situation it's less of a cast healing word and he magically wakes up and whatever. This is more of a make sure the wound's not going to continue bleeding.
Yeah, if you do a magical healing, he'll wake up.
Sure, I'll heal him.
Oh, no, you don't have to be. Like I said, he's stable. He's
Nope. I'm all for
sick.
making some friends before we get to the Dwarven City, where we're gonna start demanding shit.
All right.
He only gets a first level though. Oh, hey, but I'm max healed.
Nice.
Or, no, wait. Max is one more for me. Close enough.
All right. Yeah, he wakes up. He rubs his head where he had the where his wound is healed. And he says, I'd love to have you down the mine. I brain myself weekly down there.
Are you coming on to me?
His beard is very full and lush, so you're not entirely sure.
Okay. Well, let's
back and forth.
Let's just focus on getting to the Vale safely, and we can pat each other on the back and tell stories there.
Okay. Kate, are you going up? Are you sending Kate up first, or are you guys going up together?
I assume she'll just stay a good maybe 40 feet ahead Just keeping an eye out, a better eye out for any traps or any movement, anything.
All right. Very good. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and then give me a perception check. Up. And what you see, let's see here. The path levels off and widens before an arch cut in the dark stone of the mountain.
All right, I can look to our dwarves and say, "Oh, does this look like the place? Or are we close?"
Oh, we're heading up. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. They say that is the entrance. They should not be there. And what they're referring to are the two guards that are standing there. There's two dwarfs. Well, first of all, let me finish reading the description. The dark arch cut from the dark stone of the mountain. Flanking the arch are two statues of dwarves offering your greeting. Beyond the archway is an open courtyard with a statue on a raised platform at the center. All these features have been chiseled out of the side of the mountain rather than built from fitted stonework. There are two guards that stand watch upon this shelf. They're having big two-handed war hammers. They are discussing the noise. They think somebody triggered the trap, and they seem to be trying to set a trap of their own, but they don't see Kate. You see them kind of huddle together, try to sneak away into the courtyard beyond.
From where I was, would I have heard the dwarven leader say that they shouldn't be there?
No, they're further behind you, so he wouldn't say that till he. You would. They're kind of like back of the switchback. You've kind of snuck up to the entrance.
Okay. And they don't. You said they don't see me, so
they don't see you. You're kind of like over here next to a boulder.
Okay.
There you go. Everybody else is kind of up over there by Gothic.
I would have asked a question, but because I didn't hear him, I'm just gonna remain hidden, and just kind of signal back to them. I mean, I know that they noticed probably by now, but point out that there's two guards.
All right.
Okay. Whisper to Sai, or I'm going to whisper to the dwarf. So, what do you mean they're not supposed to be there?
This is a holy place. There are no guards here. The only folks that are here permanently are the priests and the monks. This is not.
Sorry, are they dwarven guards?
They appear to be dwarfs. They don't have any livery on, but they have their big war hammers.
Okay. Okay. Do they see us? I know they don't see Kate, but do they see us?
No, because they're at this point they're walking away. They're basically heading into the courtyard. Probably to warn someone that there are people coming up the hill that have tripped the trap.
Gothic side, do you think we should just announce ourselves, or?
Yeah, I'm all for that. I signal for the dwarves to stay behind me.
All right, and I'm going to just kind of nonchalantly, I'm trying to make noise and get these guys' attention. I'm going to call out to the dwarves.
As soon as you step out and make any kind of noise, they will turn towards you and say, and start shouting at you in Dwarvish. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
I think I do.
Speak Dwarvish. I will verify.
Maybe.
I haven't picked a language. I know one other language, and I haven't picked it. I don't know what it should be. It's not Dwarvish, though.
Sai speaks Dwarvish, yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna look around confused because I don't understand the language.
Okay. Well, you understand them threateningly waving their hammers at you, and Sai, you understand them cursing you and telling you that the treasure is theirs. And we need to roll initiative.
Interesting.
Oh, good.
Okay, regardless of what happens, I can look at Sai and kind of take his his lead here?
Sai is like clearly getting in a defensive stance with his staff and shield.
How far away are they from us? From Kate?
They are where you see them, and they still don't see Kate.
Dude, what the shit with my dice today?
Is this on scale?
You got
Yes.
my rolls, apparently. Oh, I thought we were going the other way.
For some reason, I can't. Never mind.
I was showing someone Roll20 earlier, like one of my guys I used to play D&D in person with, and I think out of 5 rolls I rolled 3 ones, and I've rolled 2 ones already tonight.
I don't have control of my character. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I was on the
Who
ruler.
are you trying to control?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. On Saturday when I was playing my other game, I rolled 3 double ones on saving throws. One of which was on one of the big 4 bosses.
Jesus. Do you want me to re-roll? But I want to keep that 21, please.
Sure, yeah, re-roll also shows up on the tracker now.
Oh, I did it again. Fucking idiot. Oh, again, it won't pop up. Probably because it's not my main character. Like if I click on them, the initiative button doesn't pop up.
It should be on your character sheet. Click on it and then click on the character initiative.
There we go. Sorry.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right. All right, Kate, your first act.
Kate is going to run over to both of them and pulling out her rapiers. Well, they're already out. They're drawn once these guys started yelling. And the one on the left, she'll use a sneak attack. The other one, she's dual wielding, so the other one won't be a sneak attack.
All right.
So 20 and 12.
So the dwarves shout an alarm as this woman just appears from the rubble. You guys see your new companion charge up and spear one in the gut, and then as the other one twists towards her, she just casually reaches out and spears the other in the throat, and they both go down in a heap.
I guess you can't take care of yourself.
Thing we
I
hired her.
rolled a 19 and still didn't get to use my new weapon. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I rolled a 20. I get to do crap.
Good thing I
Yeah.
wasted the 1 on the super exciting combat.
They had decent. They had low HP, but decent AC. You guys, she just wrecked them. That's what rogues can do. Fortunately, rogues can also die really easily.
Had a question because I've never played a rogue before. Because I was hidden, once I run out, am I no longer hidden? I know how sneak attack works, but I don't know how attacking from hide works. Do I get any sort of advantage from that, or?
If you're hidden, you get advantage, but if you step out to do melee like that, they would see you. Now, if you shot at them from cover, like because I said, if you shot at them, you'd have an advantage. You'd lose it after you shot.
Okay, and then I would like to. I mean, before we advance any further, I'd like to just, if there's any shadows around or any, I'd like to engage hide again.
Okay.
Is that? I don't know how that works. I've never really done this
As
before.
a general rule, basically every creature is always looking 360 around them at all times, despite how that would not work. But even if you were like behind a column or whatever, behind somebody, the moment that you step out and start to run across the floor, they hear / see you, so you don't get, aha, I jumped out and stabbied.
Okay.
So that's why range works, or like if they happen to step next to you and you're hidden like behind some boxes, you can like pop out and do it. But other than that,
Think like Assassin's Creed. Like if you're hiding in the bushes or the hay and they walk by, you can stab them. But the moment you jump out and go to run over there, you kind of give yourself away.
Gotcha. But as far as, I mean, Yeldar is actually really, really well equipped to hide. With minimal cover and any darkness or any, but with her, like, can I hide in the shadows of this wall? Yeldar's not really doing it, but I can, right?
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
This is open the sky and well lit. There's nowhere really to hide.
Okay. All right.
The courtyard is open to sky, as I said. Its walls have been carved with scenes of dwarves engaged in rituals, often in pairs of a friendly or amorous nature. A 20-foot tall statue of a female dwarf in a gown stands atop its stone dais in the middle of the courtyard, her arms outstretched in a welcoming gesture, her face carved with a warm smile. Unlit stone braziers stand in each corner, while archways leading into the dark interior spaces pierce the center of walls to the east, north, and west. Carved into the rock above the northern arch is a row of windows. And as you enter this room, charging in from the north, you see 6 more of those guards approaching, led by a female dwarf.
All right. Is there a place I could stash Yeldar?
I mean, you can leave him where you are at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on to him until I get close to these statues.
Okay. The female dwarf, by the way, has a all right, your weapons person has 1 second.
And can I get Archimedes from the pocket dimension that he's been in, apparently?
Yes.
Okay.
And just another quick question. I'm sorry. Dual wield, does that use my bonus action?
Yes, using your secondary weapon uses your bonus action.
Okay, thanks.
Sai was looking around to make sure that there wasn't any more signs of traps, and then I kind of wanted to search the bodies.
Okay. You don't see any traps. The bodies, you don't have, with this check, you're looking at them, but then you're distracted by the sound of boots as the other dwarves come pouring out of that hallway.
Of course. I was just making my intentions known since I rolled and didn't say why.
So do the group that ran in, do they see us yet?
Yes, they know you're there. They were triggered by the trap.
All right. Kate's going to turn to the dwarven leader and just ask if these new dwarves are part of the Veil, or if they're probably with the 2 that I just dropped.
Yeah, he's gonna shake his head and say, "No weapons are allowed. There should be no weapons here. This is besides ceremonial ones, memorials. This is a place of peace."
Kate's gonna turn back.
As you look around at the sculptures and the friezes, you're thinking not so much a place of peace as a place of what comes from peace.
Kate's gonna turn back to Sai and just ask him if he has any tricks up his sleeve, or if she should try to get a shot off on one of these guys before they get close enough for combat.
Well, Sai's still trying to work out who these people are. They're making claims. Oh shit! Another giant guy.
Well, I'm gonna trust these guys. I'm gonna say we're no stranger to combat, but we have our friend here, and I'd rather not see anything happen to you. I apologize for what we're about to have to do, but it looks like we're gonna have to fight in this holy place. Would you watch over our friend while we take care of these invaders?
He will tell you that if you can clear these heretics out, I will carry your story to the far ends of the realm.
All right, but for now, if you would just stay back and make sure nothing comes from our friend, I'd hate to see if something bad happened to him.
Yeah.
He says, "Yes, I will guard your back, and I will guard your coat hanger."
Okay. And with that, I'm going to advance, and I'm going to place Yeldar over here near this large dwarven statue.
Yeah. These guys start to fan out a bit. The female leader will take it to.
Do I have time for an action, or?
At this, they see you and they're trying to take up positions themselves. So you have a moment to take a position before you can't take an action, but I'll let you make one move action before we roll initiative.
And these are 10-foot squares, right? Or 5?
10 foot squares, yes, and it's more or less accurate for distance.
All right, it should work.
Okay. I'm going to step out.
By the way, I know that this one is a pick. He actually has a glaive.
Do we want to even attempt talking to these guys?
You
Well,
can try it if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was. When
Gothic
when
is
Kate
really
looked at
pumped to
me,
hit
I was
something.
like, "Well, let's see." And then they started advancing, so Sai is ready for fighting.
Like,
Okay,
Gothic is
I'm-
really pumped to hit something.
right.
Ken, just quick, I don't know if you have written down or if you looked at my character sheet for my AC, but I realized with dual wield master or whatever the feat is, plus the item I picked, that my AC is actually one higher than it should be. So I made the distinction now, but I don't usually ask what our AC is, but I just wanted to let you know.
I trust you to calculate it right. Just make sure it's on the sheet.
Yep,
Definitely
you got
get turned this time.
I don't track that shit. I
I
leave it
figured.
to you, and I trust that you are being honest with me.
There's no point in not being honest. Wouldn't be fun if I couldn't be turned to stone or killed outright.
All right.
Damn it!
There we
Hitting me.
Yeah, dude. One of the swashbuckler feats, one of the
Yeah.
skills is that I could add my charisma mod to my initiative, and it makes my initiative 6. So
All right. So yeah, go ahead and make your first move.
all right. Which one's the leader? Is it the one that's
Well, they're all seeing. This is the one female dwarf, and she's got a different weapon. She's got a glaive.
all right?
Never.
And
look
again,
different.
because-
everyone targets you first.
Can I take out my short bow, or no?
Sure.
Like, or would it use an action?
It would be an action to draw it, but you could draw it if you like.
I could, but I wouldn't be able to shoot it, right?
No.
I know that I can sheath both of my weapons in one action, but okay.
But I'll let you sheath and draw, but that would be your action.
So there's no way I'm getting there. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out my my short bow, and I will actually take a step back.
Okay. Gothic.
Alright, Gothic is going to put himself just outside of range of the main dwarf.
Okay. Archimedes.
What would I hope is range of the main dwarf?
Are you
All right.
preparing an action?
Disposable gate.
Hold on a second. Am I missing one?
Gothic, were you readying an action or?
Yeah, I mean, already, like, if someone enters my range, I will hit them.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Archimedes. Oh, okay. Archimedes is going to jump off my shoulder, and he's going to fly up to this dwarf and sit on top of her head.
I forgot to get my bird.
Okay.
Oh well.
The big stone dwarf.
Yes, the big stone dwarf.
Okay. You know it's a statue, right?
Yes.
These guys are going to start piling forward. They're going to be egged on by the woman dwarf in Dwarvish. So none of you understand what she's saying except for Sai, as she's screaming that they're close to the treasure. Prevent none shall pass to take it from us. And she is going to take aim at Gothic because he is big and scary looking. And she is going to
What?
shoot.
Okay, no. Ignore me.
the spell real quick. Oh, that's long. That's 60 feet. I like this spell. So let's see here. Everybody except for Kate, please give me Constitution saves.
Go ahead and roll one for Yeldar.
Yeldar is already stone. He is fine.
Already stone. That's not good.
Well, I'm boned.
The name of this bitch is
the air of the mountain starts to freeze around you. Gothic, you're used to it. Varys, you're able to shake off the magic from it. Sai, though, you are shivered to your bones. You take 34 damage. The other two of you take 16? No, 17? 17.
Well, Sai falls to the ground.
Jesus, already? I guess you did take the damage from the fall earlier.
I have 39 hit points.
Fucking wizard. All right. And the dwarf will say, "See, they're not so tough." And the other ones will start piling forward.
Kate's gonna tell Varys that, jump into the fray. I'll take care of your friend.
All right, Varys.
There's that little display there. I think you would be better in the front lines. And I think I know a little something that can make you hide a little bit better. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on Kate.
Kate, you are invisible.
Jesus Louises. All right.
And I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Not on the same turn.
Say bonus action. Or it's a cantrip. It's a bonus action cantrip.
Okay, cantrip. Okay, never mind. You're good. I didn't realize. I thought it was level 1. You're good.
All right, and I'm sorry, Sai, but can't take another cone of cold. So I'm going to step over here towards Yeldar, and that's going to be my turn.
I spend all day, every day, healing all y'all, and everyone runs away from my fucking frozen corpse.
Well, I can't pull you.
I apologize.
Hit motherfuckers with fireball.
Thank you for reminding me about that, Sai, actually.
Oh, wait. You have potions on you.
Hold on. Cone of Cold. A creature killed by this spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. Well, you're not dead yet, though.
Yeah, he's not dead.
I'm unconscious. I'm at 0.
Yeah, you're unconscious. We'll see what happens. All right, that was Varys' turn. Other mooks. 30. 1, 2, 30. Gothic, by the way, you are really angry, Gothic, at everything right now. Sai, death save, please.
Oh, no, I'm fairly furious, yes.
Just don't die.
Sweet!
Oh my god!
Fucking amazing!
We might need another new character, gentlemen.
You could have Kate if you...
Disposable Sai.
Fuck, man.
You bought 2 healing potions.
I'll
get you up.
No, he's dead.
There's only two fails, right? It's not automatic.
Yeah, that's two fails. He's
okay,
got.
two fails.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay.
Oh man, I thought you were just outright dead because I just don't fucking fail, and I have a potion. You're fine next round.
Oh yeah. You're fine. I think you need to go take care of the people. I'll take care of Sai.
All right. Sai starts turning a very blue shade of blue. Kate.
You promise you're going to take care of him next round?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm going to try to have my cat do something too.
Now that
cat can do a medicine check.
Now that I have greater invisibility, I want to put my bow away, but I'm not. I wasted a turn doing that.
Because of your abilities, I'll let you just if you won't be able to stash the bow, but you can drop the bow and draw your rapiers.
Okay, but I can't get to them.
That's your bonus action.
Okay, I can't
You can't get to him yet, but you could you can still shoot. You don't lose invisibility because greater invisibility. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right. So then,
greater invisibility doesn't go up in your attack.
How far is that one away from Gothic? The closest one.
There's a couple of them within about 15 feet of Gothic.
No one within 5, though, right? So I am.
You should have advantage. You're invisible. Don't know where you are.
But he wants to sneak attack. I think he wants to sneak attack. Well, actually, with sneak attack, you get as long as you have advantage, you're good. So you have your attack damage.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot my bow, and it's not gonna do anything. I assume.
I'm also gonna point out that there's a guy that just cast Chrono Cold on us.
Is that 12 gonna hit either of them? No. All right. In that case, after missing and not having an extra attack, because rogues don't get that, right? I am going to sheath and advance.
Okay.
Go team.
This is not supposed to be that hard of an encounter.
You said that.
Kona colded us. Yeah. The one that's balanced for level 4.
You've got one powerful dude and a bunch of dudes that Kate just one shot. 2 of them in one turn. They're gonna go.
We just gotta close that gap, and it's gonna be a different fight once Gothic gets in the fray.
Yeah, so Gothic is going over here.
Okay.
And I am going to use this new weapon. And hopefully this button works. And oh my god.
Does not hit. Clangs off their armor. That hit. All right. Which one are you hitting?
The one to my left.
Your left. All right. You bring that pick. You try and hit him in the chest, and it just clanks off his armor. And then, enraged, you bring it down upon his skull, and you just pierce the top of his head, and he slides off of it.
This thing is fantastic, by the way.
Archimedes.
Okay, Archimedes is going to see Sai go down. He's going to fly back to Sai, and he's going to start rummaging through his stuff to see if he can find a health potion.
Okay. Yes, he's able to find it.
Okay, can a cat administer healing potions?
Yeah, fuck it. Well, but unfortunately, drawing it is an action, so he would have to use another action to administer it. But you could take it. Once he has it out, we'll count that as your draw, so you can just take it from the cat and feed it to the side.
He's going to take it out. He's going to fish it out of his pocket and set it on top of him.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. He'll fly over to me and drop it in my hand. Sit on my shoulder.
Yep, very good. You've got a health potion.
And that's his turn.
All right. This guy is going to see what Gothic just did to his friend. He's going to come down and swing at Gothic. Yeah. Although he's not using a spear, he's using a warhammer.
That doesn't hit it anyway.
Oh, 20 doesn't hit? Oh, okay.
Now that I have a one-handed weapon, I can carry a shield.
Oh, okay.
Which I luckily grabbed when I was in that fort.
And who's up now? Head bitch is up. She will come towards Gothic. She's going to stay about 10 feet away, though. She's got the reach weapon. She's going to swing at Gothic. What's your AC now? 21 or 22?
21.
All right. Swing its blade a couple times at the Gothic. It's not going to hit either time. He's already kind of in range of you. He's going to take a swing at you with his hammer. Not going to hit. Jesus. Varys, you see these guys are crowding Gothic as Gothic basically trepans one of the dwarfs. Their hammers are clanging off of him, but he's no selling it like Hulk Hogan.
Okay, well, I'm going to, as soon as Archimedes drops the potion in my hand, I'm going to rush back over to Sai and administer the health potion.
All right, very good. Sai, give me 2d4 plus 2. All right, you get 8 hit points back.
And then I'm going to
roll another death save just to see what would have happened. Not even fine.
Yeah.
What was that, Varys?
And Varys is going to administer the healing potion, and he's going to get up, turn around, and like brandish a staff in case anything comes near Sai until he gets up.
All right. Very good. A couple more. Yes, everything is to scale.
Okay, sorry.
The tokens are a little bit too large, but
Yeah, but
guy's gonna come down and swing at Gothic. Nope. Can't hit shit. Amazing what CR 1/2 creatures can't do against folks. And 20. Oh, he can reach. This guy's gonna come down. He's going to come towards Varys. Kate, if you like, you can get an opportunity attack on him.
Kate will. This still counts as my same turn, so I can't use a sneak. With advantage.
With advantage, that does hit.
Just the 12 then.
All right. I think actually that kills him. Yep.
Does he get a sneak attack since the other one didn't hit?
He does. No, he does not get the sneak attack, but the 12 still kills him. These guys are not very strong. They'll hit hard if they hit you, but they're not terribly strong. All right. So, Varys, you saw one of the dwarves charging you with his hammer over his head, and all of a sudden, blood spurts from his throat, and he falls over dead. You imagine it has something to do with the invisible woman that you made.
And I'm going to think to myself that I made an okay choice.
Sai, you're up. You're awake. You're very cold.
Sai is very cold and wakes up, shivering and coughing, kind of rolls over and sees Varys standing over him. Will scamper to his feet, grabbing his shield and staff and everything, and take note of the situation. Should I be an asshole and cast Fireball?
If you want.
Cast Fireball.
Really?
Putting it right there.
Really? Does that include me in the range?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
God damn it.
It's only 27.
All right, dex save Gothic.
See, you're fine.
You're such an asshole. What's that? 13.
Jesus, I had 2 crit successes there, one of which was a double crit. And I had another one that would have been a crit had he had advantage on it.
You're an asshole, sir.
Jesus, that's 2 crit successes. Double crit successes. I wish I could show this to you guys. That's amazing. That's one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4.
but if 12 killed
6
him,
out of
wouldn't
6 out
half of 27 still kill him?
Normally, yes, but the one that did roll the double crit, I'm going to give him 1 hit point left. He managed to survive it. The other ones are still dead. And the main chick is also one of the ones that rolled double. So she's...
Oh, of course she did.
Yep.
What a son of a bitch.
That is amazing. That's an
As-
amazing number.
As a bonus action, I cast a heal on myself.
All right.
For 6.
Dead. Not quite dead. Not happy. None of them are happy. Dawson, you are enraged that happened. Hey.
I just want to clarify something. For my reading of sneak attack, it's something that the damage I can apply if I hit with the attack. So if I don't, I could still use it on another. Like if you know what I mean?
I'll take a look at it. I've not played a rogue myself, and I've not had a rogue.
I'm just looking it up now, but I still don't know if I could use it on a reaction. I don't know.
I'll read it up. I'll read it up real quick.
I'm just trying to see if I can get. Yep, Kate is going to. Let's see, actually. Kate's going to run up to head bitch. Within range and attack with both weapons.
All right. Those are 2 hits. It says once per turn, so I think you can sneak attack will work on a reaction if you haven't used it with an attack.
Okay, and then we need to figure out. I'm pretty sure it says like the way it says it is once per turn you can deal an extra 3d6 to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll, and then obviously there's other. It doesn't have to be advantage, but so I feel like I can use that damage if I don't have to declare it before I make the attack, but I'll wait until you figure that out.
Right. Yeah. Once you hit, if you want to use it, you can tell me it. You can apply it.
All right. So I'm
gonna use it. Damage crit.
I don't think sneak damage can crit. No.
No, it crit. Yep. No, I think it does. I think when you crit, crit damage is crit damage.
All right. So that'll be 14 plus 20 watt. That'll be 35 plus 6. 41 damage.
41 damage?
And then she's going to drop back about 5 feet. Or 4 feet.
Very good. Gothic.
Well, I guess I have to kill this one first, don't I? I'm just going to kill this guy.
Okay, that's a hit. He is dead. You breathe the shit out of him.
Yep. Now I'm going to head over here and attack.
That's a hit.
Fantastic.
All right.
At least I'm rolling consistently.
Yep.
When
rolling pretty good.
When you score a critical hit, you roll extra dice for the attack's damage against the target. Roll all dice for the attack's damage twice.
Yep.
Oh.
Including sneak attack and everything.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome.
If you do a double crit, because we do the max damage on double crits, that's
ridiculous. Yeah.
All right. Archimedes?
All right, Archimedes is going to fly over and distract, not me. He's going to distract the only one left.
All right.
And I guess give advantage on the next person who attacks.
Okay. She is going to kind of hiss and bat at the cap, and she is going to turn into gaseous form and sail through one of the windows to the west.
Okay.
So you find yourself alone with a bunch of dwarf corpses and a 20-foot statue of a dwarf.
Kate's gonna take a step up this way and see if she can see anything down this hall to the west where the dwarf headed.
Okay. The dwarf headed actually to one of the windows above. There's in this courtyard above it, there are colonnaded windows.
Okay.
Second level. And that's where it went. There's a hallway with 4 doors.
Okay.
Gothic is furious that he did not get satisfaction from that battle and stomps on the head of one of the corpses.
All right.
Do I know of a spell to turn into a cloud and fly away?
You can give me an Arcana check if you like.
I did that thing.
I apologize. Yes, you suspect that is a gaseous form spell.
I'm going to take that knowledge out of game and look up what level I would need to be to cast Cone of Cold in gaseous form.
Okay.
With that said, do I recognize this statue? Like, is it somebody important? Is it just a dwarf priest or something?
Give me a religion check if you like.
And then otherwise, I'm going to cast another heal on myself.
All right.
All right, I'm going to make sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to make sure Sai's fine. Apparently he is. I'm going to look back at our, I'm going to look back at our dwarven guys to see if they were frozen.
No, they were not in range. Kate was actually just on the outside of the cone. Sai was the last person.
All right, then I'm going to breathe a little small sigh of relief. And I look to him and say, looks like this is going to take a little bit more than we thought. We'll investigate. If you don't mind, could you stay out here and keep yourself safe, obviously, but could you watch our friend?
He'll nod and say, I'll guard the entrance. You bring me someone to explain what's happening here.
All right, we'll do that.
As he says that, Sai says, they kept talking about a treasure. Is there a treasure here at the Vale that would bring in a group of dwarves wanting to take it for themselves?
There were some relics of Belisamir that were here, but they're not buried anywhere. They were on display. I don't know what they could possibly talk about. And by the way, this is a shrine to Shrindalar, which is the dwarvish goddess of fertility.
Okay. I'm going to check over these bodies to see if they have any kind of insignia or, like, logos. Do they have any missives or orders or anything crazy on them? Trying to figure out who these guys are.
While he does that, Kate's doing the same thing, but not checking for that. She's checking for loot. And she's looking very quickly and in places that others might not look, like hiding spots like in their boots and shit.
Sai, you do not find any identifiers on them. Kate, you do find a total of 33 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna believe our people or our dwarven friends are gonna help. I'm gonna go along forward, and look back at them and tell them to stay safe. I'm gonna join my friends.
How long does greater invisibility last?
1 minute.
Oh, it's dispense. And just a quick question: we didn't sell any of the stuff from the last session, right? So, like everything in the team treasure is still there.
Yep.
All right.
Forgot about it. Or else I would have.
Oh, and Gothic. I think that we have to figure out. You have gold coming to you. Oh no, we didn't. Never mind. No, never mind. We didn't dispense with it because you weren't here. I think. Yeah, that was 3 sessions ago or 2 sessions ago. That we.
And I was going to say it's getting to be about midnight here. Can we end it at midnight this time?
Sure. We can. This is a decent ending spot if you guys want to end here. It's up to you. I know you guys are on the East Coast and so we've had a late, rough weekend.
Yeah, I put in 14 hours today, so I'm ready to pass out.
I'm good to play, but I completely understand, and I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow. So if you guys want to, that's fine with me as well.
After the inauguration, I'll be much less busy.
Okay. So
Yeah,
next week we'll play again, and then we can always do a second. If you guys want to do a second session this week, if people are free, talk on Skype. I have no plans this week, but I know I might be busy tomorrow. Beyond that, free except for Saturday. So let me know.
Saturday I might be free.
Well, I'm Saturday is my other game, so I'm not free on Saturday. But beyond that,
Yeah,
you
beyond
want to do a
my
game on
other game
Sunday
on
or-
Saturday, every day of the week, I'm basically free. So as long as I have like a heads up the day before, so that I can plan on getting home from work, doing dinner and everything before game time, I'm good any day of the week.
Does
I'm gonna
Thursday
be
work
at
for you
work.
guys?
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
at work Thursday. I'm not even coming home. I'm sleeping at
shit.
work. So
That's right. So
Yeah.
the 20th. Yeah, probably
Alright.
wouldn't work then.
yeah. So let's
I
play
guess
next Monday, and we might play a little longer next Monday just because.
yeah,
People-
I have next Monday and Tuesday both off. So
Well, if we're going to play a little longer, can we start earlier? Because we end the session at midnight. I'd rather not play till 1 o'clock in the morning.
I feel like that will work with. I think Ken, you just get home right at the time we start playing, right?
No, that doesn't work that way. But we'll do it tomorrow. Next Monday we'll play till midnight, and if occasionally if you want to pick up a second session because you guys want to finish something, we always pick up a second session if necessary.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm free every day except for Tuesday and Sunday.
Yep. All right. I don't want to commit to anything permanent for a second session, but if occasionally we want to do it, I'm usually down. All right.
I just feel like
XP,
with Matt this week is just not going to work.
Yeah.
yeah,
your
I
job,
can't do
yeah.
this week. It's just not gonna happen.
not a ton of combat conditions, but a good amount of XP, a good amount of role play. Let's do 1,500 XP per person.
Nice.
Okay, did we decide how much XP we actually have?
Yeah,
we
so I
were
figured it
correct.
out.
You were correct. It's just one of the games I closed the main game before I closed the sheet, so my sheet was not up to date. So we were at 26,760 at the closure of session 17.
Okay, so we're at what now? Sure, today?
What did we get today?
1,500.
Let me get a calculator so I don't fuck this up.
And Ken, you've been pretty generous with the XP and even with characters not being here and stuff. I'm assuming that Yeldar will be up to par when.
Yeah, I don't
if and
like if in older systems where people leveled like the different classes leveled at different times, it made sense to have different XP for everybody. With
Yeah.
5e where you level the same point, there's no reason to have different level characters. It makes it more complicated.
Gotcha. Thanks.
We'll say we'll role play some sort of vision quest you went on once you get it free.
Maybe he's trying to figure out who that hooded figure was in his dream right now.
Maybe.
Is he conscious? Like, does he? I mean, I know he's stoned, but
By the reading, no.
okay.
But again, he's a monk, so we can say he's like on the astral, like browsing the astral plane or something.
Cool.
28,260 is where you guys are at. Level 8 is still quite a ways away, but you just leveled up, so that's not terribly surprising. 34, so you got away. But I hope you guys had fun. I know it was a little bit shorter. We had a little bit of problems with starting on time. Partially my fault, partially Matt, because he's always so lazy. But we will.
Yeah, didn't you hear him? He's
Blake?
just does nothing but sleep at work.
I know, right? Also,
Yeah,
got
man.
a fall asleep at his desk. But I'll let you guys go. Have a good night, and see you next week.
Thanks,
All
Ken.
right. See ya.
All right.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
next week.